Keith K here. Hey, look at this, people. I got a Christmas present. And it is Christmas. And it's time to film my wrap-up show. The jewelry and the silver and the gold that I was able to fortunately dig out of the ground this year. And I know with this new camera, as long as I can protect the lens, I should be able to get some new videos and some good videos for next year. So stand by for the 2013 wrap-up show. I hope it doesn't get to be too long, but in case it does, hey, stay with it because some cool finds. Stand by. Keith K here. Here's my third wrap-up show, and it's 2013 finds, silver, gold, and jewelry. So, and some some other good coins. Stand by. Let's go to the jewelry first. Look at this. All of these pieces of jewelry either have a marking of sterling or 925 on them. And there's a writing pen, sterling silver. I got crosses, of course. Always finding crosses. I got rings and earrings and bracelet and what else do I got? Oh, a long necklace. Let's go to gold. I wish I could have found more, but anyhow, here's a couple pieces of gold right here. And the third piece of gold is in a video where I gave it back to a guy. Found a guy's lost wedding band and returned it to him. It's a great video. Stop and see it. Okay, then now we're down to the coppers. Before you find silver, you find some copper. You're out there digging a lot of wheat cents and other copper. And these are the ones that, well, this isn't copper, this is nickel. But these coins come along as well. And right here are 4 very old copper coins. One of them being my oldest coin ever. I want to just review for a second. Large cents. The American large cent. For the first couple years of detecting, I never found one of them. And then all of a sudden I find 3 this year. And there's 4 coins there, but let's review. This coin right here is a Bank of Montreal halfpenny, 1844. I had to Google it to even find out what it was, but you know, that's pretty exciting. Then I had another 1844 large cent. Believe it or not, I got another 1844 large cent. And finally, my oldest coin ever, and that's the 1828 large cent. It makes you feel good to pull these kinds of coins, believe me. They're exciting to pull. You know that you're in an old area when you find something like that. Indian head pennies. You know what? I don't pull many of them. Sometimes I only pull a piece of one. But the Indian head pennies are also century coins. You pull an Indian head, there you go. Century old. My oldest Indian head penny is right there, and I'm not sure that I even focus in on the date. It's very hard to see. But you can see 1870, and it looks like either a 71 or a 74. But some of the other ones are a little bit easier to pull up and see the dates on. Another great coin to pull. You feel good when you have one of those. Let's talk about nickels. Let's go over here first. The V nickel. Recent video, my last hunt, I pulled that nickel right there, which is a 1907. There are other V nickels that I pulled, but they're very hard to get dates off of. It seems like it's one of those coins where, you know, they're very well worn when you find them. The other well-worn coin is the buffalo, the buffalo nickel. And again, when you can pull a date off a buffalo, there's one you can see the date on. But when you can pull a date off a buffalo, that's a good coin to having found because of the dates on it. Now, these aren't the same, but I wanted to put them up there. Kennedy half-dollars. You don't find many Kennedy half-dollars. You don't find many Susan B. Anthony dollars. Then we come to presidential dollars, and I found 4 of them this year. And Sacagaweas, and I found 3 of them. So, all in all, a very good season for the copper and dollar coins. I wanted to take a picture of the back of the 3 large cents that I have, because I guess you could tell which way they were in the ground, whether they were face down or face up. But the backs have a great deal of detail, and listen, that one's pretty clear. The oldest one I have is probably the cleanest coin I have, the 1828. So it's a beautiful coin. Okay, everybody, let's start with when you find a Morgan, buddy. Let me tell you, you're over the hole. You're looking at a coin that you know just starts to make you shake all over. But not only did I find 1 Morgan this year, I found 2, and I want to talk about, first of all, that first one. I'd only been out of the hospital a couple of months. I was just starting back into hunting in early spring. First of all, I was lucky to be alive and to do one of my favorite things, and that's metal detect. But I found that puppy, and what an exciting day. Then a month or 6 weeks later, I ended up finding my second Morgan. And listen, there's a video out there called Gold, Morgan, Seeded, and Other Silvers. You got to go out and watch that if you haven't seen it. It's my best day that I ever had out metal detecting. Hey, Barber half-dollar. Barber quarters. That's right. Standing Liberties. And I'll get a little close-up on this because this puppy is pristine. I mean, like the day it was dropped. I mean, the man was walking away from the bank, I guess, and went through the old park and dropped it. And there it is. Beautiful. Another Standing Liberty. Very, very good shape. Another Standing Liberty. That only, you can see the 0 on it, so it's a 1920 or a 1930. And then the 2 beat up Standing Liberties. It's going down to the Washingtons. Got a bunch of Washingtons this year. And I want to zero in on this because this is my first seeded coin ever, but I'm going to put an exception out there. This was found in a seeded hunt by a group of people called the International Coin Shooters. And I went to their hunt and had a great time for 2 days. And found this puppy. So I'm still waiting to find my first one that I'm going to dig up in an old park or someplace. So it's a nice coin though. It's got a Barber dimes. A bunch of those. This guy, I slit his throat. Can you see that? Sometimes you make a mistake with that leash. Anyhow, group of Barber dimes. A group of rosies. A bunch of rosies. Okay. 37 of them, huh? A few war nickels. And I count them in as my silver, even though they're only 40%ers, but it's not easy to find a war nickel. And then mercury dimes. So there's 33 of those. All in all, a great hunt, a great year, with an awful lot of good finds. You've seen 2 previous wrap-up shows on stuff I brought home. And this was the this was the best of it right here. I'm going to do one more video before the end of the year. I'll put it up. I might do two if I go out hunting again. But the ending video is going to be about Pittsburgh and why we should rename it Silverburg. It will talk a little bit about some of the people that are hunting in this town. But all great people. All my YouTubers are great people. And thanks for your subscription. And I hope you enjoyed the video.